page 7 of the prayer book for refuge in bodhicitta. In the Buddha's Dharma and Sangha, until enlightened I seek refuge, through merit from giving and the rest, to aid all may I become Buddha. In the Buddha's Dharma and Sangha, until enlightened I seek refuge, through merit from giving and the rest, to aid all may I become Buddha. In the Buddha's Dharma and Sangha, until enlightened I seek refuge, through merit from giving and the rest, to aid all may I become Buddha. May all sentient beings have happiness and its causes. May all sentient beings be free from suffering and its causes. May all sentient beings never be parted from sorrowless bliss. May all sentient beings abide in equanimity, free from bias, attachment, and hatred. To the founder, the endowed transcendent destroyer, the one gone beyond, the foe destroyer, the completely perfected, fully awakened being, perfect in knowledge and in good conduct, Sugata, knower of the world, supreme guide of human beings to be tamed, teacher of gods and human beings, to you, the completely and fully awakened one, the endowed transcendent destroyer, the glorious conqueror, the subduer of the Shakya clan, I prostrate, make offerings, and go for refuge. To the founder, the endowed transcendent destroyer, the one gone beyond, the foe destroyer, the completely perfected, fully awakened being, perfect in knowledge and in good conduct, Sugata, knower of the world, supreme guide of human beings to be tamed, teacher of gods and human beings, to you, the completely and fully awakened one, the endowed transcendent destroyer, the glorious conqueror, the subduer of the Shakya clan, I prostrate, make offerings, and go for refuge. To the founder, the endowed transcendent destroyer, the one gone beyond, the foe destroyer, the completely perfected, fully awakened being, perfect in knowledge and in good conduct, Sugata, knower of the world, supreme guide of human beings to be tamed, teacher of gods and human beings, to you, the completely and fully awakened one, the endowed transcendent destroyer, the glorious conqueror, the subduer of the Shakya clan, I prostrate, make offerings, and go for refuge. When, O supreme among humans, you were born on this earth, you paced out 7 strides, then said, I am supreme in this world. To you who are wise, then, I prostrate. With supreme spoons like prayer, wisdom ocean like a golden mountain, fame that blazes in the 3 worlds, winner of the best, Lord, to you I prostrate. With supreme signs, face like spotless moon, color like gold, to you I prostrate. Thus 3 like you, the 3 worlds are not, incomparably wise one, to you I prostrate. The Savior having great compassion, the founder having all understanding, the field of merit qualities like a vast ocean, to you, the one gone to thusness, I prostrate. The purity that frees one from attachment, the virtue that frees one from the lower realms, the one path, the sublime pure reality, to the Dharma that pacifies, I prostrate. Those who are liberated and also show the path to liberation, the holy field qualified with realizations, who are devoted to the moral precepts, to you, the sublime community intending virtue, I prostrate. Homage to the Supreme Buddha, homage to the Dharma refuge, homage to the great Sangha, to all 3 ever devout homage. To all worthy of respect, bowing with bodies as many as all realms, atoms, in all aspects, with supreme faith I pay homage. Do not commit any non-virtuous actions. Perform only perfect virtuous actions. Subdue your mind thoroughly. This is the teaching of the Buddha. A star, mirage, the flame of a lamp, an illusion, a drop of dew or a bubble, a dream, a flash of lightning and cloud. See conditioned things as such. Through these merits may sentient beings attain the rank of all-seeing, subdue the foe of faults, and be delivered from samsara's ocean, perturbed by the waves of aging, sickness, and death. From Tushita's hundreds of God's protectors' heart, to tip of this fresh, pure, white heap, curd like cloud, O Samdrapa, Dharma's omniscient king, pray come to this place with your disciples. In space ahead, on lion throne, lotus and moon, venerable Guru, smile brightly with delight. Pray stay hundreds of eons to spread doctrine as supreme merit, feel for my mind of faith. Your wisdom mind sees full range of knowables. Your eloquent speech adorns fortunate ears. Your beauteous body, fame, glory, outstanding. Homage to you, worthwhile to think of, hear and see. Pleasant offerings of water, various flowers, fragrant incense, light perfume, and so on. Oceans of offerings set out and envisioned, offered up to you, supreme field of merit, non-virtue committed with body, speech, and mind, which I have heaped up since beginningless time, especially what has contradicted 3 vows. Each I confess from my heart with strong regret. In time of strife you strove to learn and practice, shunned mundane concerns, made life essence-full. O protector from depths of our hearts, we rejoice in your powerful great deeds. Venerable gurus from love and wisdom, clouds densely massed in your Dharmakaya sky, pray loose a rain of vast profound Dharma on fields of disciples just as needed. May whatever virtue that I've here gathered bring benefit to all beings and doctrine, and may it make venerable old Tsongkhapa essential teachings specially shine forever. Migme tsewe te chen chen reizik, dreame kempe jongpo jompelyong, tupumalu jongse songwe dak, ganchen kepe sungen Tsongkhapa, lo sandrape shabla so adem. O glorious and precious root guru, pray take seat of lotus on my crown, caring for me with your great kindness. Bestow attainments of body, speech, and mind. O glorious and precious root guru, pray take seat of lotus at my heart, caring for me with your great kindness. Bestow attainments common and supreme. O glorious and precious root guru, pray take seat of lotus at my heart, caring for me with your great kindness, until supreme awakening remains steadfast. Homage to the exalted 3 jewels. Thus I have heard at one time the Blessed One was dwelling in Rajagriha on Vulture Mountain, together with a great assembly of monks and a great assembly of bodhisattvas. At that time, the Blessed One was absorbed in the concentration of the countless aspects of phenomena called profound illumination. At that very time, the superior Avalokiteshvara, the Bodhisattva, the great being, was looking perfectly at the practice of the profound perfection of wisdom, perfectly looking at the emptiness of inherent existence of the 5 aggregates also. Then, through the power of the Buddha, the Venerable Shariputra said to the superior Avalokiteshvara, the Bodhisattva, the great being, how should a child of the lineage train who wishes to engage in the practice of the profound perfection of wisdom? Thus he spoke, and the superior Avalokiteshvara, the Bodhisattva, the great being, replied to the Venerable Shariputra as follows. Shariputra, whichever son or daughter of the lineage wishes to engage in the practice of the profound perfection of wisdom should look perfectly like this, subsequently looking perfectly and correctly at the emptiness of inherent existence of the 5 aggregates also. Form is empty, emptiness is form is not other than form is not other than emptiness. In the same way, feeling, discrimination, compositional factors, and consciousness are empty. Shariputra, like this, all phenomena are empty, without characteristics. That is, they are not produced and do not cease. They have no defilement and no separation from defilement. They have no decrease and no increase. Therefore, Shariputra, in emptiness there is no form, no feeling, no discrimination, no compositional factors, no consciousness. There is no eye, no ear, no nose, no tongue, no body, no mind, no visible form, no sound, no smell, no taste, no object of touch, no mental phenomenon. There is no I element, and so forth up to no mind element, up to no element of mental consciousness. There is no ignorance and no cessation of ignorance, and so forth up to no aging and death, and no cessation of aging and death. Likewise, there is no suffering, no origin, no cessation, and no path, no exalted wisdom, no attainment, and also no non-attainment. Therefore, Shariputra, because there is no attainment, bodhisattvas rely on and abide in the perfection of wisdom, and because their minds have no obstructions, they have no fear. Passing utterly beyond error, they attain the final state beyond sorrow. All the Buddhas who reside in the three times by relying on the perfection of wisdom become manifest and complete Buddhas in the state of unsurpassed, perfect, and complete enlightenment. Therefore, the mantra of the perfection of wisdom, the mantra of great knowledge, the unsurpassed mantra, the equal to the unequaled mantra, the mantra that thoroughly pacifies all suffering, since it is not false, should be known as the truth. The mantra of the perfection of wisdom is proclaimed. Tayata gate gate paragate parasangate bodhisoha. Shariputra, this is how a bodhisattva, a great being, should train in the profound perfection of wisdom. Then the Blessed One arose from that concentration and said to the superior Avalokiteshvara, the bodhisattva, the great being, well said, O child of the lineage, so it is. The profound perfection of wisdom should be practiced exactly as you have taught, and the Tathagatas will rejoice. When the Blessed One had said this, the Venerable Shariputra, the superior Avalokiteshvara, the bodhisattva, the great being, and the entire assembly, as well as worldly beings, gods, humans, demigods, Gandharvas, and others, were filled with admiration and highly praised what had been spoken by the Blessed One. In the holy supreme abode of the Dakinis, possessed of clairvoyance and miraculous power, unwaveringly caring for practitioners as your children, homage to the host of the three places Dakinis. Aka Samara Sachadara Samara Pe. Aka Samara Sachadara Samara. Tayata Om Gate Gate Paragate Parasam Gate Bodhisoha. Through the power of the truth of the exalted three-jewel speech, may all on the side of negativity, such as the four Maras, be stopped. May they become non-existent. May they be pacified. All enemies, obstructors, and hindrances, Shante Kuri Soha. The 80,000 types of obstructors pacified, free from adverse, harmful conditions. May all be conducive in perfect auspiciousness. Bring happiness and well-being here, right now. Saji Peki Zhongjing Me Tong Tramri Rabling Ji Ni Degem Padi Sangye Jingdu Migte Uwa Yidro Kunam Dag Jila Chupasho Jetsun Lama Dampakyenam Kichukukala Kiense Trin Jita Tsampe Uje Jima Lajab Yechugi Chapawab Tu So Sakam Niyatayami. Chodang Soke Chognam La Jangchub Badu Dagni Kapsuchi Dagi Chunyengi Pesonam Ki Drola Penche Songge Dropa Sho. Chodang Soke Chognam La Jangchub Badu Dagni Kapsuchi Dagi Chunyengi Pesonam Ki Drola Penche Songge Dropa Sho. Chodang Soke Chognam La Jangchub Badu Dagni Kapsuchi Dagi Chunyengi Pesonam Ki Drola Penche Songge Dropa Sho.
Okay, good morning. How are you? You have good wake up? When you wake up, you have after the fun? Or just some stuff there? Is there heat coming? Really? Really? The heat? No, up there? No, I'm good, I'm fine. But I just check it. If they hit, oh, I don't know that. That's good. Technology, if you want heat, just turn on that. I hope our mind become like that. We can just switch off. When you want to happy, just switch on the happy mind. You want a little bit sad, just switch on the sad. No, sometimes we need to experience how look like sad, what's a sad mind? Sad? Sight. Yeah. You're always happy, you don't feel you're very happy. Yeah, sad and happy also depend on each other. You said you're happy always, then you don't feel you're very happy. You need looking for something else. Really, it says that because the nature or mind is always, we never have content. Right? Example, you have house, then you need to bigger house. If you have bigger house, then you need to better location. Then you have big house, good location, then you need to some other things around with you. Right? Therefore, I think maybe until we die, we never think this is enough. We're just looking for always more. Like that. Okay, I think we can do a little meditation. Maybe every Sunday we will do meditation like about 20 minutes. If you take too long, then you just fall asleep there. Okay? Therefore, because meditation is very important. Like example, how is it? The food, and we know the food. When we eat the food, our stomach full. How is it? Full, or we free from the hungry, just like that. We know, everyone know that, right? For example, maybe I can say momo, Tibetan momo. Maybe you guys have not much idea. It's a very popular food. The Chinese call dumpling. I don't know, right now also India is very popular. Then, I don't know, if it's Tibetan food or the Chinese food. Do you remember last couple of months ago, the one guy, he he went to Lhasa. What is his name? Mark something. Who always go to different countries. He showed the food, different kind of food. What is? I don't know. The last couple months ago, one guy he went there. He said, "Tibetan momo." So in Lhasa like that. Now we have a lot of cookbooks. The cookbooks say, okay, you first you need to, make the dough of your vegetarian. You can cut the vegetables. If you're not meat, you're going to eat meat. Then cut meat. Then you cook. Put together. You guys read everything. Then you know. Wow. But you have to do action and you make, then you really eat, then you say, wow. You can experience. Same is I think exactly like us to happening. We know non-virtuous, also non-virtuous is very bad, attachment is very bad, anger is very bad, subjection is very bad. But we always just follow that. We say, wow, Bodhicitta is good, or compassion is very good. Loving kindness is very good. We know that. But we don't really much experience, especially when we have some struggle, some problems. We taught meditation. That we need. Usually, that you taught meditation that doesn't work. You don't feel anything. Because this is, I think, we don't meditation every day. If you look in the book, you read, you understand, then you don't put exercise your mind, then mind doesn't change. Therefore, exactly, in order to experience to how taste the momo, you need to put your mouth, then you choose, not just. Because taste comes from, our mouth and tongue and, how is it? Up here? Yeah, they all mix together, then you can feel the taste. Although you put the sugar in here, yes, there. You don't heard you don't feel, or you don't feel, you say feel? Or taste, sorry. Taste the hard sugar. When you put like that, then you can taste. Same exactly, I think, is when you meditation, exercise our mind, then really the feeling, or we can experience the benefit, the Dharma. Otherwise, we know Dharma good, we say Dharma good. We just believe. We don't really, check. Therefore, first we meditation, we don't feel anything, just tired maybe. You just mind just block. Or your mind just go, your body is just really here, your mind just go to all different places. Round, then come back, then round, come back. It is okay. But we try that slowly, day by day. Maybe you meditation 5 years. Every day like 20 minutes. I'm sure you feel something experience. 5 years. Usually they say, in order to achieve enlightenment, we need to kachitamisum. 3 countless grand eons, we need to create them merit. 5 years nothing. All right? 5 years very short. Therefore, if we do meditation, every day, then really we feel. Because, example, we can see the people like jump. Can you see sometimes people who jump, stay like this, without touch the ground? They can stay. We can see that in the very winter time, without clothes, they can stay outside. This kind we can see. This is not just happen one day. They have to day by day, year by meditation, you meditation heat. I think we need meditation heat because the electric bill be too high in the winter time. Then everyone to meditation heat, then you don't need to use the gas for the heat. Then you bill be go down. Then also we can meditation to cold. The summertime you don't need to use also AC. It save you also the bill. Then, those kind of meditation we can see. The India and some place, the sadhu babas, they are on the mountains, snows. They say they can stay no problem because they meditation. Because they can, experience a view meditation. Like that. When we meditation, in order to, successful meditation, we need to support for the merit. There's so many different ways to create the merit. And one of the, merit also, the visualization, the merit field. Then also we do sublimes practice. That's so good also. There's so many different ways. Therefore, first, I would like to everyone just sit very comfortable. Usually, when you do meditation, you have to put the also your hand under the how is that? Devadkaru. Never. Because there's some different channels, So right now we don't feel anything. Why? What's we put here? But they're all different channels going in different directions. Therefore, there's some benefits. Also, you're not very tight. Your two albums, a little bit, leave a little open. Then you back be very strict, not just like that, not like that. Strict. The hair become a little bit down, not like looking up there. Then you eyes usually they say don't close complete. When you close complete, you fall asleep. Therefore, we could make nasalapamas, eye looking for your nose, cast down. Oh, you're Asian, your nose is very small. Maybe you don't see. Your Westerns very big nose. No worry, you can see your nose, right? Then also you cannot open mouth, right? But not too tight. Just leave the normal. Then your tongue touch the upper upper palate, because if you meditation long time, then your saliva doesn't come out. Okay? There's so many different ways, like that's it. But here, people have so many excuses, your feet, your leg. Therefore, this is like traditional way. Also, long-term meditation, they do like this. You can see the medicine Buddha, position is like because Nyamja. Then first just to relax your body. Just looking your whole body from head to knee. Just slowly just come, relax your body. The sense of your body relax. Then try to look about 9 times breathing meditation. Breathing in and out. Just relax. Just awareness. You count your breathing. Just you think I'm breathing in. When you breathing in, just breathing in very deep. Go go into your whole the body, lungs, heart, everywhere in the body. When you bring out, just slowly. Now, visualization from you as Buddha Shakyamuni, if you know, on the front view, Buddha Shakyamuni is not like on the statue, the solid, like real the living Buddha, same as we see the statue. Very colorful, or very beautiful, we can say, or very handsome. Looks not old, not too young. Looks very happy, smiling, looking you. If you looking west, he looking west. You looking east, he looking east. Like everywhere you go, like you feel looking, he's looking for you. Around the Buddha, also all the Buddhas, Bodhisattvas, you don't have to think about one by one, just you think all the Buddhas, Bodhisattvas around the Buddha, on the ground, on the also above the sky or sky, for like the thousands monks. Around Buddha, they also like living Buddha, looking for us, smelling. As everyone they're holding their own composed teachings. Then come back to our round, our right and left back, all the mother sentient beings. Try to not anyone to kick out, just everyone much as you can. Everyone's for you. Then another visualization. Now you too wish to. I wish I become same as Buddha and Bodhisattvas. Please blessing me, my mind, as same as you. As soon as possible come. So you recall. You recall to blessing your mind. When you recall, you ask to blessing. Then all the Bodhisattvas around the Buddha, each Bodhisattva's heart, the light come out. On the light, all the blessing also come. They all go to Buddha's heart. You can visualization Buddha's heart, also the light, the circle, the gold color, those bodhisattvas blessing resolves the light of Buddha's heart. Then the Buddha's heart, you can see the light become bigger, 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 bigger. It reaches you. When they reach your head, you feel like a very happy feeling, soft feeling. Purify your all negative karmas, inside, outside of your sickness. The light appears like light, but the reality is like blessing, like water. They wash you inside, outside body. Same as when we take shower, put a lot of soups, turn on the water, all the bubbles go to the pipe, same as like that. We have to fill to all my negative karmas, emotions come out of my body, the color of the black liquid go under the ground. We have to feel like that. Not like that, we need to feel like that. The under the ground, who looking for human's life, we call Yama. The scary being open the mouth, looking for our life, our own negative karmas. The wash go through his mouth. Then he also close the mouth, go away. So best long life meditation for everyone. Then same as before, again the light come from all the bodhisattvas. Resolve the Buddha's light of Buddha's heart. The light become again to hit our body. They purify all our speech. Negative karmas. Exactly same as before come out. Like a physical form, go under the ground. Again, same as before, all the lights, blessing lights, resolves Buddha's heart, the daylight is blessing come to your mind. Purify your all negative thoughts, emotions, unhappy feelings. Purify your negative karma in your mind. Same as before, come out the physical shape. Now, you must have to think, I purify my negative karmas, my body, speech, mind. You must think like you are complete clean. When we take shower, after we finish it, right now I'm clean like that. The Kadamba masters say you have to think, I am clean, I purify all negative karmas. Now again, in very deep in your heart, like very peace, relaxed feeling become like bigger and bigger and bigger, bigger as come out of your body, shed your all mother centuries around you. Each one has happy feeling, relaxed feeling. Now again come back, try to contemplate, concentration, your feeling right now. I hope you have some peaceful, relaxed feeling. If you are feeling like that, just concentration that much that you can. Even you have some sad feeling, it's okay. Just concentration that you just awareness that feeling. If you don't have feeling, it's okay. Not try to make something feel. You just awareness. You don't have any feelings. Any kind of feeling. We have only 3 feelings. Just concentration that and awareness. Mindfully that. Now again, very deep breathing in. When you bring in, you think also all the energies you bring in. Very deep. You have to think that bring in, go to your all the lungs, or your head, all the channels. When you bring out, you have any emotions that also come out of your body. Like that, again you try to feeling what kind of feeling you have. Okay, now you can come out slowly. Same is all people, all person getting out on the bed. Takes a lot of time. Okay. How's it? You have to do like that kind of exercise, okay? This is a karo. And I tell you certain that this Beijing.
So this is what you call the practice of visualizing the merit field and visualizing the flowing of the nectar and light.
근데 이제 티가랑 가서 예바 다 송. 아니 동아 셔송 삼고도 셔거래 삼고서 셔송 삼고 들어왔어.
And so at that time, when you do the visualization of the nectar and light flowing down and entering into your body, you have to think that it has purified your negativities. It has washed away your diseases, negativities, and so forth. You have to think it has purified. You should not think that it will purify, but instead think it has purified. So there's the point, for thinking in that way. So like that, also at the time when our mind is disturbed, it is very difficult to meditate.
Right?
So when our mind is disturbed, it is very difficult to bring the mind in one place because it's going around all over the places. It's thinking that, thinking this. It's going around and round, so it's really difficult to keep it in one place. So when your mind is disturbed, can you like just switch it off, like you switch off the light? And so if the situation or the scenario becomes old, then it slowly fades away. And if like by the time, like it says, like the time heals, so over the time, then you forget about it, then okay, your mind is away from that disturbance. The other one is through meditation. You can to move your mind away from that disturbance. And so if you are accustomed, with meditation, on like loving kindness, compassion, and so forth, and at the time when your mind is disturbed, if you can meditate on those, subjects like on compassion or loving kindness, then that disturbance, the disturbance mind will fade away by itself. I cannot speak for others, but for myself, like people like me and myself, it would be difficult, to meditate on at the times when the mind is disturbed. So another method, is like to watch over it, just like you're watching a movie. When you watch a movie, just like watching that mind, disturbance mind. So what is it thinking? What is it doing? Where is it going? Like that, watch over that, and then it will fade away again. So of course you have to focus on that too. Like just like you are focusing on a movie when you're watching a movie, you have to focus on that disturbance mind also. What is it doing? How is what is it thinking about, like that, without forgetting it. If you think about something else, then of course then that disturbance will not be gone again.
Okay. Right now, what is your mind thinking?
So right now, whatever you're thinking, if you're thinking that I'm thinking that, then that thinking will be gone. It was, you'll think something else.
Okay. So it's
just like little kids, when they're playing around and doing naughty things. If you tell them not to do, then they don't listen to you. If you just leave them, then after some time, they will stop what they're doing.
Okay.
So now let's meditate on that. On try to think what you're thinking, right? So if you can see what you're thinking, and then your mind thinks that, oh, I'm thinking that, then after like maybe you won't be able to hold for a long time. It will just fade away.
Okay, it's okay even you think terrible. It's okay. You don't have to stop. Good or bad doesn't matter. Whatever you think right now, you need to recognize or remember. Then the moment you think, or you like watch that, the moment will go away. Just check the exercise, okay? Okay? Start now. Okay. How's it? Are you same thing or you just think maybe 100 times this time? The deg matters, same deg matters. Same go kacha chick second, kacha and kacha cause something during the water. Then there's a same true de Bakalaya, same mantua check with some Koyan true over the teacher some go matters. Same true and do some Demadana Kolan.
So it's it's very difficult to hold that mind, thinking what it is thinking. Even like a split second, to hold it for that is very, very difficult. So moment you think that you're thinking that, then you already mind is gone to something else. So what do you guys think is the fastest thing in the world? What is the fastest thing?
Light, sound, thought. Which one more fast? Mind. What science say?
Light?
Yeah, I don't know. Thought or mind. But the second chicken alaya, lot passe kasen to talk.
So how much?
Second goal kare.
1 second. Split second? What do you call that? Nanosecond? Millisecond? Yeah. Nanosecond? How much light travels in that moment? In 1 nanosecond?
But a lot in joy,
100 miles?
It's very fast. I don't know what the speed is.
Oh, okay.
186, 234 miles per second.
Oh, not much. Yeah,
Light is 186,000 miles per second. Light is?
yeah, like that, yeah.
186,000 miles per second.
Okay, from here to other side of the world, maybe China, how many miles?
8,000 miles.
12,000?
Okay,
Well, 3,000 across the United States. So
Yeah.
612 maybe, 13.
okay, then the world, then here to here, how much miles?
How many miles?
Just round, one round. Ask Uncle Google. Anyway, like that, right? 제장아도 샘대 second 가세 타림 삼도나 지야 연에 맨날 가리나. 나 책임도 있나다. 되게 그래서 연한 건 저거는 요랬어. 나 책임도 돼.
Yeah, I don't know if it is explained how fast the mind travels. Yeah. If it is, then it should be explained in the Abhidhamma Kosha, but I don't remember.
야. 트리에다 아주 강들은 간도 삼로도 빼 무슨 족보여 그래서.
And so, anyway, our mind is very fast.
제가 아니 나보자야 돼. 시라칼레 카워요. 그 수메데 깨빼 칼레 카워요.
And so therefore, it's very difficult to catch it and to hold it.
제자 수메데 먼저 코나 카와 누구 따네 때문에 내가 그거를 유튜브로.
So, but instead of trying to catch it or hold it, if you just watch it, then you can see what it's doing.
뭐 도시는 남주 곰도 시잡에 장도 도시 따세 제대로 따세 지다더라.
So,
남주 샘 추비 갑래야.
so yeah, just watch your mind, especially at the time when your mind is disturbed.
가나 대갑라다 장도 무시 대갑라야 다 상치고 샘 이제 곰다 다 나나 가야나 가래카워 상치선 파스 용 말에.
So at that time, it's difficult to especially like meditate on loving kindness, compassion, or bodhicitta.
오케이. 도지는 것도 따지다고 온다. 배는 세리베 주인이 따지 따지다 되게로.
So like that, we have to check it, check, just like the scientists, scientists, they check it all the time throughout their
Right.
night, right? They
Like you guys go to
investigate
the
and do
school,
research.
you guys always checking something, right? I saw the Harvard Medical Center. I walked through that. Every day the students are wearing that mask, everything. They just put some water like that, mix sugar, some chemicals, right? They just mix that. Because they're checking now. Same thing we need to check our mind. Exercise. Okay. If we have to action that, if we don't action, we say, oh yeah, this is good, Bodhisattva was good, compassion is good, or meditation is very good. But we need to do that. If someone say, go to run in the outside, the raining is cold. Now, cold feeling. Then we have to run, just check how they walk. Okay? Therefore, try to meditation like that. Not just always in meditation. Some meditations that just close your eyes, don't think anything. It doesn't go you develop any kind knowledge for you.
So you won't be able to gain any realizations through that.
Okay, just close eyes, turn off the other lights, like that. You don't see anything. You need to turn on the turn off the lights. That doesn't see. You need to turn on the lights, then you can control that things. Okay? Therefore, try to little bit meditation every day, okay? 단단 가서 곰잖아. 삼로다는 가서 초게 얘기 말했어. 나도 곰잖아 신기 평게요 신기요래다야. 나도 곰발 때는 가서 용하게 태매 완자 나도 냠용 소하게 내가 말했어.
So right now, the amount of meditation that we do doesn't seem to get any kind of feelings, right? Yeah, we don't get any feelings. So we're not really accustomed with that. And of course, we know the benefit, right? It's beneficial to do the meditation, but we don't really see the benefit, so we don't get any feelings right at the moment.
Even the least, that time maybe you fall asleep. When you start meditation, you fall asleep. Right? It shows your mind already calmed down. Your mind's very stuck, then you don't feel sleep. You just, when you listen some teaching or you start meditation, you just automatically just. When you go to monastery, then like right now the monastery is much better than before, like 90s. The monastery is very small, there were a lot of monks, not like here. You have two people between there, you put your jacket, your bag. Monks, also,
The space is so small that their knees will be on top of one another.
You know how they do the monastery, the disciplines? You cannot sit like that. Everyone stand up, put very tight. You stand up very tight, you sit tight, different, right? Everyone stand up, just put it like that, then say, 1, 2, 3. Then all the monks just sit together. Yeah, it's like that.
So when you sit down, the expands, right? But so you have the same amount of space as you're standing up.
It's really not like that. Then India, South India, 100 degrees, 90 degrees, no AC. Above that, no AC, heat very hot, then hot tea and hot food. It's like really, it's not like here. It's really because I did this experience. I'm not saying, long time like that, not like that. When I was monastery, we study, it's like that. It's very fun, Then also, not just learn, everyone like this. Between you, like Mark and Jesse, you just, touching each other. There's no space. Because two monks, and dialogue to there was. Dan Zamzam dialogue table, lynching of the Chicago. Don't let see you Barade. To share the color. The country to the Kanga channel part to the you're going to do.
So usually there's like the rows, and in between the rows you have to keep a space for people to walk and serve tea and all these things. So the monks they're facing each other, there's space there. But on the back to back, there's no space. The back to back are touching.
Anyway, they're hard, but our mind's very relaxed. Then hard tea, after we finish, we have to chanting hours, then we fall asleep. Then the chanting mother, no, disciplinary come in. They will punish you. You're not allowed to sleep. Like that, I don't know how I say. The first still you really sleep when Also one time, one thing I think very tired, you cannot, like the most we study, we sleep maybe go bed like midnight, 11, 12 o'clock. Some monks sleep in 2 in the morning. Then they get up 5:30. You have no choice. Everyone just boom. They call the gong. Then everyone time to go to the pujas. It's before like that. Right now it's much better. Much better. Positions. Even in a small room, like 7 monks sleep together. They all beds touch each other. When you morning you have to get up there, you dress. You're not allowed to come out the here because no space. Anyone to dress on your bed, then just jump. You run away. Like they were very tired. All day you have to study. Then when you go to puja times, the only time you just say that. Then you are hearty, hard weather, belly is full. Then just fall asleep. Your mind very just tired also. Like anyway, I don't know why I have to talk that. Anyway, when you fall meditation, you fall asleep. It shows your mind relax. Your mind not just going crazy, okay? Like that kind. They were taught to meditation every time. Today we talk is very, very simple, very, very simple way, okay? It's not okay, now I'm not talk too much. Any
So we're talking about the benefits of bodhicitta, right? So what benefits are there if you generate bodhicitta?
아니 다 아니 상적을 셈사대 알아서 이제 깨와 있나 아니 상적을 셈대 아니 대화침 보고 주고 아니 대화침은 냠는 바 인데면 상적을 셈이 왔다고 그래서 때 가서 쳤어요.
So if you generate bodhicitta, then you have entered into the Mahayana path. So whether you have entered into the Mahayana path or not, or whether you are Mahayanist or not, depends on whether you have generated bodhicitta or not.
아니 저런저런 상적 셈이나 참 미라 상적 셈바스 미도 도래스.
So if you have generated bodhicitta, then you become bodhisattva. You get the name bodhisattva.
Okay? 어디지? 근데 다 나신 게 아니 다그 쏘는 거 촉사당당 아니 지 간지도네 아니 지 nintuda rajato para sujinando res.
And then in terms of accumulating the amount of merit that you accumulate, once you have generated bodhicitta, it is so much that you will outshine all other practitioners like healers and solitary realizers.
다 나신 게 아니 상적을 섬지나 다 지난 초밥 표사가 연하면 빼약수도 res.
And once you generate bodhicitta, then you also become object of offerings by gods and humans.
Okay. 아다 드링데 사실 나와도 있어요. 아니 다 남주질라 상적을 섬 제바였나? 아니 소야 되게 저거래. 예바야 되게 다 그래서.
And so, and then today is I think the fifth one. The fifth benefit is talking about is that if you generate bodhicitta, then you accumulate great amount of merit. And also, it says that through bodhicitta you accumulate merit. Through bodhicitta you also purify the negativities.
So
this is in outline 328. 328. So we'll read that part, that outline. Okay, so we'll read that part. Yeah. So even if you don't understand, just by reading, saying the word, will leave a strong imprint in our minds. Okay. So you amass an enormous accumulation of merit with ease. So New Rupa said, when someone manages to develop some bodhicitta, that itself was their first accumulation of merit, purifies their aspirations, and rids them of hindrances. Tsongkhapa said, it is like a philosopher's stone for the two collections. It gives you the merit to gather a huge rock and to amass an enormous stock of merit easily. Shantideva explained, it is like the supreme philosopher's stone, for it will turn your impure body into something priceless, the body of a Buddha. Thus always maintain this thing we can approach it. 10:3. for it is barren once fruited. The tree that continues to fruit and grow. In other words, you could have nothing better than bodhicitta in order to complete your merit collection. If you were to be generous without bodhicitta to hundreds of thousands of beings for many hundreds of thousands of eons and fill the billions in the world with the joy, the karmic result of this will eventually come to an end. This will also not be a deed of a child of the victors and will not act as a cause for your Buddhahood. But with the bodhicitta, if you were to give a ball of barley dough to an animal, the result of your action will never come to an end. It will be a deed of a child of the victors once and will act as a cause for your Buddhahood. If with this mind you offer only one stick of incense, they say that it confers the same benefit as offering the same sticks as there are sentient beings. If you have this mind and recite a single Om Mani Padme Hum, it will be sent as many times as there are sentient beings. Once during the Buddha's lifetime, a beggar with his mind offered a small oil lamp to the Buddha. Ananda could not put it out, and the Tathagata said that even the wind of destruction, the engine could not blow it out due to the continual growth in the merit from engaging in the deeds of a bodhisattva. Whenever one truly takes up with this thought to completely liberate the infinite realms of sentient beings, thereafter, even when one sleep or in under moment, one's merit will power. Much merit comes continually and will become an innermost space itself. In other words, once you have adopted the engagement form of the bodhicitta vow, you will receive a continual flow of virtue, even while asleep or when negligent. If there is great benefit in wanting to rid non-sentient beings of a headache, how could the wish to free all sentient beings of their immeasurable sufferings from illness not be greatly meritorious? Much of the same things is said in engaging in the deeds of bodhisattvas. If the thought to free beings of only their headaches is such a beneficial thought that it brings one boundless merit, then need I speak of the wish to free every being of all their boundless miseries, and wanting each of them to develop every good quality. Give ordinary food to a few beings, and that act of generosity with the food lasts but a moment. Yet the person who feels berries for poverty is praised as person of virtue. What then to say of who, over a long time, has always tried to fulfill all wishes of infinite numbers of beings with the peerless bliss of the Sugata? In short, it is said that when you are young, any virtue you create will provide you with the same benefit as the total number of sentient beings.
Okay? Understand? Yes? Kandar ane tadi phendere kanji shanjago some jikjetno phendere yores.
So this is again the benefits of bodhicitta, right? So if you are able to generate bodhicitta, then this is the kind of benefit you get.
Treda ta shanjab tenik phenjo shanjab kanji yores na kanji tandang andu jela ran chibar yen yawato belode shuche yores.
So this kind of bodhicitta mind, what is it like? So right now we have self-cherishing mind stronger than the mind that cherishes others.
Yore choso de yore.
Is it like that?
Or different way?
Or the other way around? More cherishing others than self-cherishing mind?
Tijiza 양간돌라 yen chiban도 bechinzi yores. Ne sosugo bena namido pugodan chimsang pinjase yores. Teyako chabande yores.
So we do have the mind that cherishes others, right? We do have some, like cherishing our family, our relatives, our friends, and so forth. Even that mind is stained, with attachment, right? So that we do need that. Right? That kind of mind is also good. So otherwise, you might understand that after you start practicing Buddhism, or especially bodhicitta, then you give up all your relatives. It's not saying that.
Not like that, okay? You need to more caring them. 제가 대나지 된다고식 심지 참을 된다고식 로제고 그랬어요.
So just like you cherish your close ones, you have to cherish all sentient beings.
제가 된지를 로지 깨터와 옛나 다 대가 아니 지금 손흥부 속 코로나 거 사려 그래. 코로나 여바듬이 되기 그랬어요.
So that is the kind of mind, that we should generate, right? The mind that cherishes all other sentient beings. And once we have that, then just by having that mind itself, you accumulate merit all the time.
아니 초사바이나 대나슈가 아니 되게 저지는 들어와야 하지 않고 그랬어요.
So when you accumulate merit, by the power of that merit, you also get, the negativities purified.
아니 들어와자서나 아니 들어와라 바제징에 바제데 메와차로 그래. 바제요 말했어.
So what causes the hindrances, to our life, is the negativities. So if the negativities gets purified or washed away, then there's no negativities left, to hinder us.
나간주 가디나 간주 사만하신 접근문도.
So most of the time, our wishes don't get fulfilled, right?
제가 가디나 스톡 제는거도.
Things don't happen the way we think, right?
어디때 바치엘 바치엘라.
And they get, was obstructed, right, by something. So that's the hindrance.
And the parch yes.
Could we go into a deeper discussion of what is merit exactly? Is it a mental factor? Is it an energy?
에너지는 어렸을 니바시.
Yes,
energy.
energy.
Yeah, like energy. Yeah.
Like a power,
That
energy.
has the power to transform the mind.
Yeah. 근데도 여와 옛날 코로나 슈키 론지가 되는 거랬어.
Yes.
Because I think a lot of people in Western culture will think if you do this, some external deity being
No,
reward you.
no like
There
that, no
has to
like.
be a clear
No like pena.
distinction.
pena 간주 칼라라야 알아서 그래서 수보 차보내 니바지로 봤어. 뒤손으로 봤어.
So it's just like the protein, in the food, like a power in the food to sustain our body, like that.
pena 간주 칼라 야사네 가 야사도 미가 마다샤로. 그나 되게 뭐라.
So the food, that we eat, it comes out, right? So it doesn't really stay there.
그거 나를 미신 좁아 좁지 않고 그 섭지지 않는 미가 마다샤로 봤어.
So the system or the engine inside our body will, make it into transform into the kaka, and then it will come out, right?
그거 간주 야 당가 때셔도 뭐 지지하듯 야 사회 칼라야 데르 칼라 야볼라 파투 요레 다 자마서 니조사 마케블라 미치네 따말와시 유샤그라서.
So when we eat, something that's really beautifully decorated in our plate, right? We consider it so delicious, so clean. We even wash our hand to touch it, and then but then when it comes out, we don't even look at it, right?
근데 제가 그래도
Is it
말이야.
like that?
제가 간주 수보들라 차바시고 쳐서 게 수보다. 간주 수보디 뒤 잘라도 소서 미시디 차대요.
So our body that we are very attached to, actually is a machine that creates that filthy, dirty thing.
It's true, right? Okay, like 된대가 가지 칼라기 그 노도게 말이나 코란 사회기 텔레케 니바지로 봤어. 뒤가 가지 간주 수보든 소도 여러.
So that, but it has a protein, right? The food that we eat, not the solid food itself, but it has the power, the protein in the food that sustains our body, right?
대나지게 당간도 쏘는 거 초사단 잠문자 못 보여 뻔한 간도 샤자고 꼬라 저번 조합해가 뻔 수보는 레베 제가 있나 되게야 니바시 아니 저봐 다야게 니바시 샤고 그래서 디 니바들라 아니 다 그러고 손라 그러고.
So just like that, when we do the positive things, like we can do through our body, speech and mind, through our body making prostration, helping others, giving hand to others, respecting, right? And that's circumambulating or making prostration and so forth. By doing that, you create this, power, called merit.
다 나지 샘거 섬로다니 아니 라야와도 제 집안도 별로 근데 휴청이 다다 와이나 되게야 그 가지 니바게까지 나 이런다고 그래.
And so just like that, also with the mind, we can think. Through the mind, we can accumulate merit by thinking about others, by cherishing others. So just by doing that, you will create this power in the mind, what's called the merit, I'll say.
Okay? 근데 용 초고도 용 쓰기도 용 초고도 왔어.
So that makes sense, right? That can happen, right?
배나 간소 배나 다 공간 남시 담보 저가 담보 코랑 차파요 코랑 거 소요리 가요 코랑 거 땅거 요리 아니 최양 그런 속도 와. 정말 그런.
So just like the cold has the power, right, to make the ice. In the winter time when it's so cold, all the water becomes ice, and then also it has the power to create the snow and so forth. So it has that power, right? The cold.
제가 코다 니바지로 와서 니바시. 그 니바로 와서.
Yeah, that potential or the power.
파워를. 다 나중에 가서 죄외를 해야 돼요. 그 죄외를 해야 될래요. 그거야 코라라는 게 작바야 코라는 게 쇼주고 요래. 아니 강야 코라는 거다 주고 그러다 중고 파지고 요래. 아니 지지 나서 차상야 코라는 게 야띄어요. 소용 거로 와서.
So just like the heat also has the power to melt the ice or to melt the snow, or turn it into a water. Right? When the snow melts, then it turns into water, and also it has the power to grow, for the plants to grow. When the weather becomes a little bit more hot, then the plants also grow. Right? They turn into green and so forth. So it has all this power.
오다 텐데제와 인자 다 간제기 아니 샤지고 셈사지 랑 야와도 예 기본적인 걸로 텐데지 나도 이제 깨토와 있나 아니 딱 그렇지 본 그랬어.
So yeah, so like that, it has that energy or power. So just like that, when we generate bodhicitta, or the mind that cherishes others more than oneself, cherishes others and neglects oneself, that mind of bodhicitta has a similar kind of power to accumulate all these merits.
근데 얘다 아니 다 나중에 아니 자sen지 뭐 시월래야 손이가나 센지 쓰다와 람죠 계속 대비 손음 때를 시서 막 간지 손음 것도 이식이 소세야 돼 상적을 셈지 선바이나 아니 다 손음 간지 계획 속 차서 뒤져 와이나 되게 상적을 셈기 대비가 아니 손음 것 소대를 하지 사요 말해서 그래서.
And so, any kind of accumulation of merit or wisdom, if it is conjoined with bodhicitta, then it becomes innermost or great. So there isn't any merit that can become greater, or wisdom, accumulation of wisdom that can become greater with other than bodhicitta.
다 나중에 다 나간도 리드 못상 와서 나도 못상 와는 말다 다 못상 와서 내가 고도야 되고 있는 맨날 와. 그지 달래 가지 아무는 못상 와서 되잖아. 너무 두섬기 근데 영원의 제비 리드 못상 와래서.
And so right now we call our body, our body. Of course, we don't consider it as filthy, but it is filthy in a sense, like it is produced by all the karma and delusions.
나도 리드 못상 와래서.
So is our body filthy?
납두도 못상 와래서. 납두도 못상 와래서.
What about the snot? Is that filthy?
I'm serious, right?
Where it's composed of contaminated aggregates.
가서.
당연히 사적인 영향 풍부해서 미사왔어.
제도 못상 와래서.
So it's because it's contaminated aggregate, therefore it is filthy,
나도
No,
impure.
it wouldn't manifest if it wasn't. You wouldn't have a body.
그럼.
다들 사적인 영향 풍부면은 then 뭘 쓰고 요 말았어.
제든지 보소고 말아요. 단다 상점 선보다 사실 영을 풍부요 말다. 풍부 요래서. 이제 아직 리세.
So this body, of course, it's made of all this, composed of the tissues like blood, pus, and the skin and bones, right? So when you look at it by itself, it's very filthy. You don't even want to touch it. But that's how our body is composed of. So we don't think of it as filthy, but in a sense, it's filthy right there. And the same kind of body the bodhisattvas have. It's not different than that.
미치야 녀석 수들이야. 녀석 수들이야. 진도 잡아다 사람들 간가 돼야 다쇼시들 lun데 값하는 건 미다 야보 되는 라 그러스. 테너진 간도 수부 빠빠 값하면 나는 들이게 찾아요.
So if somebody has all this filth, right? The caca and pee and all this, packed in a plastic bag, and then left it inside the plastic bag. It's not open. It's inside the plastic bag, left beside the bed, and then you come and see that the person is standing next to that, and you say, "Oh, that's so dirty, right?" But it's inside the bag, just like that. Our body is wrapped, packed with the skin. Inside is all filthy like that.
It's right. Yeah. 제장 안도 자세진 뭐 셔와를 슌슌나라야 배나 범에게 리그 못사위 골 아니 마모 셔야です대고원도만 시제기 미가시가 섬나 알레 자세진 뭐 셔와를 보면 마강에서 레스 something 연구요です.
And so this is like I mean that's the reality, you know, that's truth, but we don't think that, we're ignorant about that, and because of that we get attached to that body. And so Shantideva has explained about that, especially like when this is taught for the monks, right? The teaching was given for the monks to avoid attachment towards women, and so he explained about all this, you know, the filthy body of a woman. You know, and then the Westerners thought that, oh, Shantideva is someone who doesn't like women. It's not that, you know, it's just to give up the attachment.
제 자가 아니 자외기 배나까지 깨워 포기 샘때 다 깨워 먹을 시전에 다 시당을 전에 몰래 차거든 깨워 모이 샘때 깨워 포일을 차게 was.
So generally, right, of course there are like cases of, you know, gays and lesbians, you know, of course, but otherwise in general, man is attached to woman, woman is attached to man, you know. So to give up attachment in man's mind, and he explained about the filth, you know, the impurity of the woman's body, and then to give up the attachment, you know, towards the man's body, he explained about the impurity, you know, of the man's body to woman.
제 잔디 빼샤데 담보 소사데 도지델나 야 날렌달이야 야네 갑라야 송바생도 때 소사강가 겐디바 자와냐야레스.
So because this is given, this is teaching, you know, the guide to the Buddhist way of teaching, Buddhist way of life, you know, teaching given by Shantideva, was to the monks. You know, it says it's, you know, taught in Nalanda Monastery in India at the time of summer retreat. You know, so it was mainly focused, you know, for the monks.
오다 두지네 간지 되게 아니 자외기 딱 아니 샘 부모를 잡아도 도와 쳐도 아니 녀바잖아 아니 고 팽겨들어.
And so, in order to you know, prevent the attachment in monk's mind towards woman's body, and if you talk about the impurity of a woman body, then it helps, you know, to not have attachment towards woman's body, right?
오다 간지 딘디 녀모 두섬 그답네 못사베 네 수보대야 아니 샹주고 샘께나 아니 자세 샹주 샘비 리사데 가지고 뭘 받지도 그래서.
And so even that body, you know, filled with all this impurity of karma and delusion, if that body, you know, has generated bodhicitta, then it becomes the body of a bodhisattvas.
어디 다 당하는 샹주고 샘기 맞음be 개와 임바이나 아니 레오데 세야요 그래서 샹주고 샘비 개와는 세야요 말해서 배도 얼마 용도 was.
So just like it is explained here also, if any kind of merit, if that is not conjoined with bodhicitta, then it can be exhausted, right? It can come to end. But if it is, even if it's very small merit, but if it's conjoined with bodhicitta, then it doesn't end until you achieve state of full enlightenment.
배차시나 다 총바르고 샤고 이나스. 아니 총바들 다 맞아도 제가 샤네 제가도 장장 배치다다나 간지 맞아도 좋아요 말was.
So just
다
like
제가 주는 매워지 맞아 배치다나 맞아 그러니 맞아 그러 대소로 배대소로.
so in talking in a business term, like the principle and interest, right? So if you only use the interest, your principle will stay there all the time, right? But instead, if you use the principle, then it will come to end one day.
오케이. 오다 또 그 너다 직바로 용어도 왔어 내가.
So it's very similar like that.
근데 용어로 근데 용어까지 근데 이자 아 맨날 지난기 들이 개와치와 때 나랑 만나야 쳐도 이 지금 나게는 나사도 travel 나사도 travel나 아니 그 계획은 내가 접수를 했는데 봐요 말이지.
So for example, you became sick today and then you did some good things, created some merit, you know, making offerings or prostrations and say that, oh, I'm going to do this for myself to get better. And then when you get better, that merit is gone. It's ended already.
그 때문에 뭐야 말아.
So that's the result, you know, what you have dedicated it for is for that, right? For the recovery, you know, from the disease. And when you are recovered, then that merit is gone.
오케이. 근데다 아니 된리고 썼는 거 조금 맞은비데 올 간도다. 네초 맞은비 샘좀 버저치라 까밤 버저 뭐뭐 똥숨지 간데 올라. 샹지고 생기 맞은비 샘좀 멈춰 치라 까와 똥저 뭐보를 심바다 와야나야. 안틴데고 센도요 레스. 대자도 샹지 샘이냐면 말레스.
And so it's like said, you know, it is like it said here, right? So if you were to be generous without bodhicitta, to hundreds of thousands of beings for many hundreds of thousands of eons and fill the billions of world with a jewel, the karmic result of this will eventually come to an end.
다 안에 지나게 손을 상주고 속 상주고 생기 부강치 가와였나야 샘제가 장다 냠비 손을 서 생제 마저 받아 간지 좋아요 말이야.
And so, like it says, even if you offer one single stick of incense with the bodhicitta, and then your merit of accumulated from making that offering is equal to the number of the sentient beings, right? Because you dedicated for all sentient beings, so it's the number of the merit that you created from that is equal to the number of all sentient beings, and it doesn't end until you achieve a state of full enlightenment for the benefit of all sentient beings.
제가 강라야 안에 샘점 먼저 몸을 다몸 가실라야 까와 몸을 쓰는 거 조사 그 잠깐 도와 다 샘신 다 이번에 샘절 잠깐 요 말어 샘절 잠깐 요래.
So if you benefit like hundreds and thousands of people, there's a number there, right? There's a limited number, like 100 people or 1,000 people. But when you say infinite sentient beings, or all sentient beings, then there's no number. When you say all sentient beings, it's numberless.
제가 샘절 잠깐 요래 잠깐 요래 하 샘절 가서서는
Is there a number for sentient beings? How many sentient beings there are?
이죠.
It's finite. It's finite. There is a certain amount of sentient beings, but we don't know that number.
야
Too many.
대포
세 열에서, 장가 열에서. 그냥 가서 장가도 가지면 가서 하고 하면 장가 열에서. 세 열에서.
제 가서
세매 버렸어, 선지.
대단
다음에 버렸어.
제가 잠에 당 것도 잠깐 뛰신 거 말씀.
Yeah, numberless in a sense that you can't count.
잠깐 찌 마셔 요래.
Too many to count.
잠깐 찌 마셔 요래. 오늘 요나
Can you?
There is a certain amount, though. There is a certain.
세도 열어서. 심지어 가져가 봤더니 세도 열어.
세요나 가서서는 저 랭가디야.
So if there is a amount, then how many there are? Then you should be able to tell. It's amountless.
Alex Berzin, in one of his articles, says that the number in Sanskrit that's called countless is a finite number. It's like this incredibly large finite number, but it actually has a number.
Uh-huh.
But it's called countless, maybe because you just can't count that. That was what he said.
다음에서는 세 열었어. 다음에부터 세 열었어.
나도 까지 담에 사진도 와. 까지 담에 들어가요.
가지 다음에 숨.
대도 가로.
먼저다. 소사더라.
식사.
상겨 봐라.
진짜 되게 담에 사대 그 그냥 코로나 장가지 미래도 그 담에 그 자리면 되잖아. 나도 가로. 까지 담에 죽지 있어요.
그래서 먼저디.
저 야동 처음 사야 동시 셔와. How many English you have called?
대낭시가래. 대낭시.
지요.
심지어 다음에 그래. 다음에 말아. 세 열어야 되네.
제가 샘체가 담에 사대 언니 다 가서 장가 안게 지요 말로. 까지 담에 사대 고 장가지 미서래서. 대가상 가디 들이죠 고소.
심지어 다음에서도 세 말아.
다 가서 대요 말이야. 대인 가가래 가가래서.
So maybe I don't know. I can't say Alex Berzin is wrong, but there is a like when we just talked about in order to accumulate, in order to achieve enlightenment, you have to accumulate merit for 3 countless great eons. 3 countless, you can count, right? 3 countless. So it's like 3 countless, So that you can count. That's the that's a finite. You can count that. That's a number there. It's not like numberless, So you can. It's not like when you say 3 countless great eons. Yeah, there's a number. There's the amount of number there is. And so that's just a name for the number. Like you say billion or trillion, like that. So trillion is how many? Like just like that. In the numberless, countless, the countless eon is a number also.
대체다 전도 변한 인지관을 가서 돼. 지저야 동을 가서 돼.
Yeah, so you say like the billion, trillion, and then.
Then what?
Huh?
Quadrillion.
Quadrillion.
Then?
Gazillion.
Then? After that?
He made that up.
야, 제자 딱히 가지. 나도 배워라. 뒤에 뭐뭐 들어가게 뭐뭐 쇼여서.
So like that, that's so when it's a countless eon, that's one way of counting the number like that.
And that's only counting this earth.
야.
If you have
가능한
countless
Jibekaba, Nebekaba, the carbon than it's zero.
제가 가도 아니 지가 내가 작가세 아니 가와 못 돼요, 저봐. 아니 같이 담이 투지라고 하고.
So like there's the era we talk about era. You know the era. How many years is the era? Era. When I say era, ERA. Era. So how many years is one era? Like that. So anyway, so there's the era of the destruction. The era of formation. The era of emptiness. The space there's an era there's this world will become it'll be all destructed, and everything will be gone. For 20 like this is
니시저와 있음.
yeah.
니시저와 섬들 죽지라 봤어. 같이 담에서 봐야 돼 말이.
So there's a 20 era. This is 20 era, and 20 era for the formation, 20 era for the destruction, and 20 era for the the empty space. And so those are the 60 era. It's called one countless eon. So there's 3 countless great eon like that.
Anyway, 가지 들으면 가더라 다 네가 가르나 지난기 아니 샘진 참에게 제도 아니 부디 피와 인자 샘진게 장가다 냠베 손을 더 그래서 내가 샘진 참에 와서 아니 셴바들 다시 하려고 그러고 생각 좀몸 가질라 셴바다는 나도 쉬우지 그러고.
So anyway, here it's talking about making an offering of one single stick of incense. So because you dedicate it for all sentient beings, the amount of merit that you accumulate is equal to the number of sentient beings. So because it's a numberless sentient beings, therefore you accumulate numberless merit also.
And 다 나중에 아니 근데 딱 온보시게야 아니 상주고 생각하지만 마음에 집히네 다때 건가 보다 아니 뜻도 가지 디마 세마도 와대 그런데.
Okay.
손은 자주 싸워래 선.
So and so of course we say we think of a great if somebody makes offering for 100 people or 1,000 people, right? But here it's talking about numberless sentient beings, all sentient beings. So how much great is that? And then also in a sense the power of that, when somebody offered a butter lamp, to Buddha with that thought, with the bodhicitta, Ananda couldn't put it off, because it's because of the power of the bodhicitta. So even the eons end we could not put it off.
다는 상주고 샘게 여보 드리서베나 이거는 내가 와서 그랬어.
And then other thing is that if you sleep with bodhicitta, the whole sleep becomes also meritorious.
어떤지 인자 아니다. 배나 샘진 지기 배는 고나에 나다도 잡아서 오서만 손 야치 못 사게나 샘진 빠든 마사장 대바도 대마동나 잡아진 다디 따치 먹고 세네. 뭘 마송을.
And also if the thought to free a being of only their headaches is such a beneficial thought that it brings one boundless merit, then need I speak of the wish for free all sentient beings. So if you think about one sentient being, so he says, oh, that person's having a terrible headache, and so if you think about or if you wish for that sentient beings to be free from the headache, you create so much merit. So but here you're thinking about all sentient beings to be free from not just headache, but all their sufferings. So how much merit you accumulate?
제 장에 딱 들리게 샘도 가리고나 니린 차다다 차베 니린 차다다 차베 랑 야바도 예 집어도 별로 들리고 다때 제도 살베.
And so that kind of mind, is the mind that is unbiased. So not having the feeling of closeness to somebody and for distance to others, not like that. It's an unbiased mind, and with in addition to that, wanting them and only thinking about others, wanting them to be happy and free from suffering all the time. So that's the kind of mind. Do you think we will be able to generate that? Is it possible?
야, 지부거에서 깔리 카오에서 깔리 카오딩 레오야 야보 두고 그래.
Because it's difficult, therefore the result will be good too.
Right. 그때 영화 유바 다 영화 유화지더라. 무슨 영화 요소 말씀 물어봤어.
So we think it is impossible, right? Virtually impossible, but it is possible.
배 자신나 오늘 봐줘라. 제와 휴식 먹을래 먹을래. 오늘 라야와 도고 살아.
So when you have so much affection or compassion towards others, you can give up yourself easily, right?
배잖아. 다처럼서 보기 파마 발라다 아마한테 요이나 보고 빼는 로싱아 들이 갑려야. 다 보고라지 강연도 쇼이나. 밤에 소소 다샤자 루 땅에 보디 가르 교회가 대 책으로 와. 교회 요이나.
So like those of you who have children, when the child is 4 or 5 years old, you have so much strong affection towards the child. But if anything happens to the child, you will do anything, to protect the child. Right? You will give up yourself completely to protect the child.
karena tigalap tinani ama ta amalan ta pawa mejelaya chakpa dan jebi suzu pula tsewa shuchimo yore.
So especially mother, and both of course father and mother, but especially mother, they have very strong affection towards the child. Of course mixed with attachment, but very strong affection mixed with attachment towards the child.
제가 지나서다 아마들이 와나 보고 있잖아요. 잠보시나 나도 착봐서 쇼래도 왔어. 근데 보고때 다 대선 하고요. 비네 아마들 보여요. 그래서 근데 lokpa pin thonga chana ani mixege semla ya choi le yor chakpa shuji bosi kaji ta zewashi.
So from the moment you are conceived, right, you have conceived a baby, the mother will have so much strong attachment, right? When you knew that you are pregnant, and then you get this very happy feeling because of attachment, to your child, and then after some moment, some time, then when you see the child developing in your body through the X-ray or machine, then you get even more attachment, to your baby.
근데 보고 싫어서는 동에 모자자 베트 저는 저슈 가오셔지 소소 속 가서 저러다 휴쟁도 왔어.
And then when the child is born, it's all filled with the whole body is filled with the pus and blood and all this, so dirty for other people to see, but the mother says, oh, it's so beautiful, so precious, and she even forgets all the pain that she went through giving birth to the child, and then she holds the child very dearly to her heart.
제가 제가 되게 니바되게 가졌나 아니면 그러다 되게 쏟다에 따져고 라로시 용거
So that's because of the affection the mother has towards the child. So if we have the same kind of affection towards others, then we feel same thing, same way to all sentient beings.
다 나지가 뿌대야 아미게 될 때와도 소토 요래서.
So like that.
대선 세리빌라도 와. 보고 맞지 제가 qab라야. 저다도 먹으러 와서 임바이나야. 키네야 미신바지 타고 갈라와다 아미 타고 시간이 라고 말해서도.
So also the child also feels the same kind of affection coming from the mother, and so he or she feels very much comfortable with the mother. Like the scientists, they found that when you place the child on somebody else's body, then they don't feel very comfortable. But when they place the child body to touching with the mother's body, then they feel very comfortable and they are very quiet and peaceful.
제가 보고 되게 저 아마 그 수신이만 보고 그게 하고 말이야 아마 순바.
So the child doesn't know who the mother is, right? At that point,
제가 제외게 니바세지 가지 미 만동와치 그때 지 요살에 간지 지yor다.
But because of that the power coming from the affection, they have that bondage.
오케이 텐데 이바다 간주 샘자 참마라 소주고 챈디게 베나 바와 아마 양만은 소주고 챈디게 가쇼 제세 뭐들 제베 세와나지 좋나 아니 다라 야왔다 제치바도 텐데 지야요살와.
So just like that, if we can have that kind of thought towards all sentient beings, then definitely it's possible, to be able to cherish others and neglect oneself.
Okay, any questions? Yes. Okay. Yeah, you.
So I'm in the reading. There was the incense example that
Okay.
you mentioned.
Yes.
And on the next page, it talked about giving ordinary food to a few beings. And that's an act of generosity, but only for a moment. But somebody who gives all day long is a person of virtue. I didn't understand; they sounded contradictory to me.
컨트리지 말해봐나. 샹제고 샘게 마셈베기 아니 베나 짐바. 샘제 동라 뭐 따와이나. 아니 산지게 전로 말해서. 샹제고 샘게 셈베 세까지 깨지질 멜테나 봐. 되바나. 아니 산지게 전로 그래서.
So it's talking about the conjoined with bodhicitta or not, right? Yeah, so if you, of course, if you give food to hundreds of people, or hundreds and thousands of people, without a bodhicitta, then it doesn't become a cause to achieve Buddhahood. But if you give food to even one person, with the bodhicitta, then it becomes a cause to achieve Buddhahood. Is that?
Yes, but this that's not what this says.
Can you read that part?
되나 되다.
I mean, I agree with you. I think
Yeah.
I think that's probably the answer. I'm just not sure how it's the wording. Yet give ordinary food to a few beings, and that act of generosity with food Yet the person who, and maybe it's the word perfunctorily that I don't get, fills bellies for half a day is praised as a person of virtue.
Yeah, what is that part called?
Timothy.
What then to say of he who over a long time has always tried to fulfill all wishes of an infinite number of beings with the peerless bliss of the vows? So could somebody explain that to me?
I think it's saying that if you give the food without bodhicitta, people will say that you're a person of virtue, that that's great. So it's saying, but the benefit from that we know will run
Yeah.
out. So how much more benefit is there if you actually do it with bodhicitta, which is the next?
Yeah, next sentence, answer the first sentence.
That's good. Thank you.
Okay?
Thank you.
Okay? Yes.
My question is, so let's say you have you generate the line of the bodhicitta, and then you did a virtuous act, then you complete it with dedication, right? The dedication, say right now you have this awareness, you're practicing, and you say, okay, you do dedication to all sentient beings, but then you still have attachment.
Oh, yeah.
You want to also dedicate to maybe your loved one, someone you
Yeah,
care
yeah.
about. So does that then make the merit not the same as the bodhicitta?
제 수수고 다 예쇼라 뭐나 안에 대 총적으로 왔어. 이나 삼진 탐정 원이나 수수고까지 예쇼도 강가티나 추적으로 왔어. 삼진 탐정 삼아.
그러나 내가 심탐지 가서다 동원을 타워서 하버드 네 푸디 된 타워서 난들라면 어디네서
제가 대내 고 잡아 추적으로 그랬어.
네.
간제 고
내가 장주섬기 다 뭐가
샤저
많이
뭐
말해도
나지 조금 말대.
뭐 많이 말해도 다
또 많이 봐도 파지
근데
가르쳐.
정말 뭐 살아
삼발
학벌도 있어요 지금
알래야.
학벌도 되네 네 거운여보다 내가 알아서 게 진다다 나도 저러다 건배 진다다
파지 된 저기 말이야. 대남주 뭐 이렇게 소리를 때. 저기 요.
네.
같이 삼진 탐정 뭐서는 저기 대나라 가서 주기나 죽적거든.
네.
담보 건설 때 삼진 탐정 거. 대나라 소수 가오니고 가르치는 죽적거든. 대남주 건바서 뭐 이렇게 소리.
So yeah, you can. It sounds like it's like there's attachment there, right? And it sounds like that. It is in a true, but in a sense true because you like you're close one more than others. There is some kind of partiality there, and so but there's a system. Even in the monasteries, like when you dedicate, like in the dedication with, and especially the benefactors, of the organization and the students, of the organization, members of the organization, we say like that, So especially like that. So that comes like there's some partiality. But you said already, so for all sentient beings, So when you say that, that becomes bodhicitta dedication.
Yeah, so as long as we generate the mind first.
Yes,
then
mindful, yeah.
complete with the dedication to sentient being first.
Yeah.
Then
And then especially the members of the organization or students, especially my son, my daughter, or my mother, my father, like that. You can dedicate like that. That's okay.
대ngo와이나 모사가 삼지들라 무슨 팽팽 그랬어.
So yeah, if you dedicate in that way, especially because you are close with that person, related, karmically, it does benefit that person.
그래서 나 고향 레바여로 왔어. 레바.
It's because of your connection with the person.
시행가도 실로피게 남시 참모도 비 시도도 이제서 딱 보도 자가도 마찬가 야고도 삼된다. 그들 개게 소리가 말했어.
So like otherwise, there's the squirrel there on the tree is so cold, in the cold weather it's cold, feeling cold, may it not, feel cold. If you think like that, it doesn't really benefit them.
Yeah. He doesn't feel anything. But for our develop for more some other teachings. Okay? Yes.
So I just wanted to share it, so I was confused between the difference between bodhicitta and merit, and I think you explained. So merit can be dependent on the situation, and it breaks, but with bodhicitta, it's like the sail on a boat. It steers, once you firmly establish that intent creates further actions. It becomes self-generating, so it steers your mind stream.
먼저 장주 쌤들 선언라.
산주섬 고라다 손은 무서워 봐.
So actually, the bodhicitta itself is a merit. Bodhicitta itself is a merit. Bodhicitta is a merit.
But it would create with the intent.
With the intent, with that, yeah, you create merit, yes.
Create more merit
Yes.
If I only had the merit to give to, a library, then those causes and conditions are no longer present, there's no more, the merit expires, whereas if I have that
Bodhicitta.
intent, I'll find something else that'll just perpetuate.
Yes, continues. Yeah. 그래, 다들 들어. 장주 쓰면은 그 못하는 도 그랬어. 신다대 신다 사람들도 다 가르치려고 이야기하고 그랬어.
그래 kon 되게 레버데까지 잠치야요 그래서.
그래. Yeah, that's right. So, if you create a merit, without bodhicitta, then that will, end after some time. But with bodhicitta, it will go on until you achieve enlightenment.
가르치는 간도 내가까지는 미미어 제가 말이 주도 미미어 내가 제가 왜?
So it's like whenever we do something, we have a goal, right? We have an aim or goal. Do you do something without a goal or aim?
제가 되게 고르인들 찾아요. 고르도 되나 될래와다 그 돈으로 다 샘체 산지서는 샘체는 다 매와인다 티 고르도 좋아요 말해.
So whatever our goal is, so like what's our aim or our intention is, I'm going to do this, to keep it clean or like that. Then when it's clean, then you're done, right? Your goal is there. So, but like here, it's talking about same thing. Your goal is just for somebody to get better, from their disease, from headache and something. Then when they're better from their disease, then that's gone. That goal is achieved already. The fruit, is achieved already from that action. But if your goal is like to achieve enlightenment for the benefit of all sentient beings, then it goes until then. It will not end until you achieve the full enlightenment like that.
제가 단단한도 상지고 샘서다. 용화지래 모두 삼고도 저도 삼고도.
So when you think about the bodhicitta, it's something like, it's something that's not possible. Do you feel like that? It's not possible to generate bodhicitta. You feel like that or no? Or you feel like it's possible to generate bodhicitta? To think about all sentient beings without partiality, throughout day and night, and have compassion, just like a mother has towards her child, and a newborn child, all the time. Is it possible to have like that?
It might be difficult. I mean, it's difficult. I think it's important to recognize that and kind of give yourself a little break. Like, okay, maybe I don't feel bodhicitta towards everyone right now, but I can work on it.
Yeah, right now we don't have. But something we think it's not possible like that. How can it? But
It's so the mind is so big, so huge that you don't feel like it's possible for you to be able to generate it. But it is, of course, it's possible. Buddhas have generated. That's how they became Buddha. Otherwise, without bodhicitta, they will not become Buddha. So, but right now, when we think about it, is it possible? Like, it almost feels like it's virtually impossible.
배차잖아 저랑도 ben 아마질 보잖아 아마도 뭐랑 보도 보시면은 뭐랑 보려 미세 초래도 왔어.
So, like, even like a mother, have a child and has a partiality. Like when she compare with other child, she will have more strong affection towards her child than other child, right?
kana teko shatagan rewadan semgan rewa chiong so ko mi세 chago sa.
So that's because of that connection, relationship between the child and the mother, through the body, like even it's like the part of her body that became this child's body, right? Because of that, there is a strong connection.
Okay, yes.
Well, just one question I have is how would you have bodhicitta without losing your mind? I mean, when we talk about seeing all beings with the same attachment that you would see your child, it's kind of hard to imagine looking at everything going on in the world and reading everything. I mean,
Yeah.
the ways we keep our mind intact is by distancing ourselves from our role. So, yeah, I don't.
예, 당한테 소소 that's 가서 semba nyom바로 마셔나다 가서 가는 전에 가서 자존심 깨트 그랬어. 아, 다 심지어 참말라 소소 분한시 저와 다 가보시다 알았어.
그때 요랬어. 배나
곰고라.
곰고래서 곰나 레바만 인기다 가요 마송하러 왔어.
Yes, it is like just when you look at it immediately, like suddenly when you look at it, it's impossible, But it's possible over the time. Like first you have towards one being, and then to the nearest being, then more and more and more like that. And when you expand that comes with the familiarization through meditation. You meditate on that, and then your mind becomes more and more familiar with that thought of seeing all sentient being as your own mother or father, whoever you feel close with, like that. And then once you see able to see all beings as your mother or father, then you'll be able to think about that kindness, all these things. So that comes. So that's a long process, and doesn't happen suddenly or immediately. It takes a long time, and over the time, through meditation and familiarization, it is possible.
semje sama sozonaji dewandu ju dunga munde ba chingsora tenga to jashe jak kelen gro.
So that's the other way of seeing all sentient beings as equal, is thinking of all sentient beings as like oneself, wanting to be free and not wanting suffering. So they're all same in that sense, right? Just like me, they're all same, wanting to be free and not wanting to be free from suffering, and and wanting to be happy and not wanting to have any suffering. So that's the same like that.
tenga to kelen to do.
We can accept that, right?
다 임바 예나야 소소라 녀라 시댕이 지워서. 가디나 소소라까지 예고되게 지워서. 다때 가르는 거 기세 지워서. 다 대오 지바르데 코로나 영화데 코 녀모 영화 지르.
And so, but then what about somebody who is always irritating you, right? Like your bad boss, always giving you a hard time, right? Somebody always making you angry, irritating you. So when you think about that person, and then if you think about that person, it's the same also. He's also same in wanting to be happy and not wanting suffering, but temporarily at that moment he's acting like that, and not on his own, not naturally, but through the power of his karma and delusion.
나도 야 리바다 말대 코데 말라 코요 말대나 나도 미셔발 마가데 나도 마가기 미모모요레스.
And sometimes we feel like there's only this person giving a hard time to us, but we don't realize how much we are giving hard time to others also, right? So if you think about that, then we are same again.
제가 나도 코조를 집어든 애들이 코라 마가와 제고 가서 삼고 말아왔어.
So that person, through his act, right, through his performance or through his behavior, it becomes irritating to us, But he doesn't have the intention. Okay, I'm going to perform like this, or I'm going to behave like this, so I can make him irritated. Like that. He doesn't have that intention.
대 매백 빼라 나도 매웠어. 난중원에 미션바 뭐 코로나게 열었어.
So the example of that would be like ourselves. We don't have that intention. I wasn't intending to make her unhappy or him unhappy, but through my action or behavior, the person becomes unhappy.
A small example, just a small example. We are driving here. We stop that, the red light, stop that. Then we're doing something. The green light starts. That behind our person, they're just waiting for it. That's what's going on, that person, that's going on. That just him. We have no any actions, any ideas what we're doing. That we may be something doing, people
Distracted.
the phone disturbed, right? But without any motivation, we already make other person get mad. He said, "What's going on, you? I'm going there." Right? That's chibares. 나도 수이 코로나에다 코 대대 치반로 되게 그랬어.
So similar to that, the other person who is, making us irritated, it's like that, without intention, through his behavior or, performance, we become angry.
Like that way, the Tibetan Buddhism is examination of our mind, using the philosophy. Put that this pipe put together, put the number, how many numbers like that. Same thing now they go to the schools, they checking, put here, they put that number, push through, how many numbers come, like that. You need analytical meditation. Then you feel, wow, yeah, this makes sense. Okay, now, time to walk. Okay? It takes time because we know the use for that. Okay, now we stop. Thank you. Okay? Do some meditations to every day, day or night.
Please turn to page 39 for Thanksgiving Mandala offering. Saji perki juxing me tok tram ri rabling jing ni de gien pa di sange jing du mikte uwagi dropun nam dag jing la cher par shug je tsun lame kutse rab ten ching nam katrin le chok cher ge pa dang lo sang ten pedren me sa sungi drowe mun sel ta tu ne gyur chi idam guru ratna mandalakam niryatayami. Page 43, the short long life prayer for His Holiness the Dalai Lama. In that snow mountain encircled land, source of every benefit and joy, may Lord Tenzin Gyatso Chen Rezig remain in life till samsara's end. Page 49, the short long life prayer for Lama Zopa Rinpoche. Tuk tsu chang xin jam gern gyelwei, tenzin kyong pelwei kunzo dok podze, chok sum korwei le man tu drug, padak sok dul je gern du jab chen shu. Page 57, prayer dedication. Through this virtue may I swiftly, having gained Guru Buddha's state, place each and every sentient being without exception in that state. Precious supreme Bodhi mind, may it where unborn arise, and where born never decline, but increase forevermore. Page 75, Ming Chen-mo. Mig med se wei ter chen chen re